Oops. All right, everyone. So, I was gonna give up on this ship, but I was a little bit more persistent. I took a little bit longer look at it, so we're actually gonna be building a little backwards instead of up at the front, because this ship initially started up here at the front, but we're gonna start a different way, and I think it'll be easier explaining it this way than the other way. Okay? So what we're gonna actually do, we're gonna start from the bay and then move our way through the halves and then add everything else on top. I think that's gonna make this explanation a lot easier if you want to go ahead and build this yourself. So this particular build is going to be making use of quite a few mods. Some of the mods that you are going to be that are crucial for this particular build are going to be better snaps and better flips. They are vital in any one of these modded builds of mine. We will also be taking advantage of larger ships so that way we can reach the go past the 40-meter limit. This particular ship reaches 116 meters in total length. So it is really long. Just keep that in mind. When you are parking the ship, it is going to end up clipping in certain places, so keep that in mind. What else? The other mods that are part of the build that do make up the overall silhouette of it. We are also going to be making use of Avon Tech for some of the pieces in here. We will be making use of Matildas kind of heavily. That's how the entire layout was kind of made. And then we will also be using Darkstar. Darkstar is going to be kind of necessary just because of the lander thrust. You're getting a total of 5 per gear as opposed to like the vanilla version, which I think only gives you something like 3. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 3. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a total of 40 landing thrust was pretty much necessary for this build. Let me see how much I can get rid of. Okay, so, well, unattached modules. What isn't attached? Really quick, just so I can, okay. Okay, so a total of 3, so 15. Actually, you might be able to do this without the Dark Star, honestly. Let me just see really quick. I'm going to delete all the landing gears to see if you can also omit Dark Star, because the only thing that's really Dark Star on this is going to be the landing gears plus a grav drive that I used. But honestly, if you're using Tiger's shipyards, you should be able to get the exact same amounts of grav jump distance for your build. I chose to go with 58 just for my own personal head lore. It just made more sense that way. Put you there. 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 Oh yeah, actually, okay. So you don't even need that. Dark Star actually won't be necessary for this build. Unless I... No, because that's a reactive, because this is the reactor. Wait, no, that's a shield generator. Oops. Could you use Tiljas instead? I suppose you probably could. Probably better off with the TIG reactor, honestly. You could probably get away with this build by omitting the Dark Star. There is a reactor hidden deep in here. Where is it? Somewhere in this whole mess is a reactor. There it is. No, that's not it. It's somewhere in there. I believe it's actually just right above this. No. Right above... Up here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, the Darkstar Unity core. So you could probably just replace that with the Tiger Shipyards. reactor. The main reason I'm suggesting Tiger shipyards is because of the jump booster, which is in here. There it is, the grab booster. The grab booster will give you a little bit of extra jump range, which is how I managed to get 58. With the standard vanilla in reactors, I think you could probably only get about like 38 maybe. So that was the main reason. I just wanted this to jump a little bit further because I mean it's a big ship. Might as well make it jump far. Um, but that's it. I digress. So let's go ahead and start with the ship now. Oh, and before I forget, you are also going to be making use of the one-of-a-kind ships because it does use the one-of-a-kind Hope Tech landing bay, which is a direct entrance landing bay as opposed to a ladder top-loading entrance, like right there. So you will be using that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a one of a kind landing base, the Hope Tech XL, and we're gonna go ahead and attach it to a Matilda's Aerospace 102 converter. The converter is gonna go ahead and connect directly to a cargo hull, like so. And then we're going to attach another Matilda's Aerospace converter to a 2x1, and then a Matilda's Aerospace staircase, specifically a 2-level staircase. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab a few more habs. We're going to be taking a... this does use a lot of Deimos pieces, so it'll be a Deimos storeroom, and then two 2x1s. These pieces all right here are going to go around it, like so. Placing them like that. This particular build does use 2 all-in-one berths. I kind of figure since this is a pretty big pirate crew, you'll go ahead and see. You would come in and you would have access to 2 of those all-in-ones. You will connect to a mess hall and also a captain's quarters. Like so. That's how it'll connect. Now, if you do end up using... if you decide to omit the one-of-a-kind landers, you could honestly just use like a regular HopeSec one and then just connect it this little section right here, and then you could probably just come up with something different down here at the bottom just for the hell of it. You probably could still use a regular bay, make it go this way backwards, and then so it can connect down there. But for the purpose of this build, again, we're just assuming that you're trying to build up to spec. We're going to be using some of these Gamma cargo holds, the 320 ones. We're going to go ahead and grab these, and these are going to go onto the sides of the cargo hull, like so. We're going to be taking 2 of the Caravel V102 cargo holds, the ones that hold up to 300. I believe it's like the only one besides like the shielded cargo version. Right in front of the 2x1 converter. And then this piece right here is actually redundant. So let's go ahead and delete these so I can save you some part space. We will be taking now from this mess hall, which goes over to the captain's quarters. We're going to be grabbing a companionway, an engineering bay, another engineering bay, specifically a 2x2. And then a computer core 2x1. Now remember, whenever it comes to my builds, I do tend to build, I guess to be not lore friendly, but I try to make the ships feel a little grounded. So you could just stuff in a bunch of like useful habs in here, but I figure, you know, this is a really big ship. It's massive, so it's gonna have a ton of like engineering bays, computer cores, and stuff like that. It won't have much else. You could just swap out some of these for more useful habs. Like, for example, the computer core, you could just swap it out for an armory. You know, they are pirates, so, you know, they're probably most likely going to have something like that in there. But that's what I saved the cargo hull for, because you could just decorate the cargo hull to be more of an armory instead. Once we've gotten those habs in, we're also going to be grabbing a Deimos brig. It does make use of a brig. The armory is actually just above. Thank God I was smart enough to remember to put in a brig. And all these pieces are going to go directly like so. So it'll be right in front of the engineering bay. Making use of a brig, because I mean it is a big old ship. Might as well get them to steal people or whatever. We're going to go ahead and get a companionway, another converter, a 2x1 converter, and then a battle stations up at the very top. All this will connect like so. And if you know about my brigs, then you would know that this little section is going to be cut off, if I'm not mistaken. If I could just, let me just make sure. No, I actually believe it goes directly in. Okay, well, regardless, this connects directly to a little sealed off area. Inside of every brig, there's like a little sealed off office. There's actually a climb up here to get up to the battle stations. And right in front of this is actually where the Matilda's cockpit is located, which is this one right here. You would just place it right there. So this is actually the entire meat of the ship. This is where everything is located. This is how the hab layout is set up, and I will also show you the doors. That way you all can see that as well if you want to build it, again, exactly to spec. So let me just see here. Let me grab all these doors here. There are quite a few doors, but I tried making the flow make a little bit of sense. And again, if you don't like it, you could always just replace the doors with a layout that feels a little bit more natural to you. And again, I will be showing the interior tour at the end of this video. This is the last one, okay. And all this should go. Let me go ahead and place it like so. Grab all this. And that should be correct, right? Oops. Let go. Yes. Okay. So just so I could show you all a quick overview of the way it's going to look. So this is going to connect directly to this Matilda's 2x1 converter. The door is going to be over to the left. It's really your preference, but I have it over to the left. It'll go into this cargo hall. There is a slim docker located right here. That's actually why I closed off that little section, so it has like its own little dedicated area. The cargo hall is going to continue to move backwards, and it will connect to the left side as well. So it's pretty much a straight shot to go from that door all the way over to that door. This connects to the 2x1 staircase. The staircase goes up to this storeroom. The storeroom is going to connect directly to the mess hall. The mess hall is where there's kind of a little bit of a hub for the living space, because back here are the doors that connect to it, the mess hall. I'm going to move those back. The mess hall is going to go all the way forward and connect to the captain's quarters right there. Now, over here onto the far left corner of the mess hall, there is the companionway. The companionway will lead up to here and then go left in, oh, sorry, go right over into the engineering bay. Once we're in the engineering bay, let me go ahead and move all this really quick. Actually, keep you there. Okay, once we're in the engineering bay, you will have another door right here to connect to the engineering bay A, like so. You'd come in, go this way, and then this one goes over here to the computer core. I believe. Okay. So this connects directly to the center. Right there. That'll connect to this end of the brig. The brig will go over here to this little concealed office area, and it'll connect directly to this armory. I kind of figure since it's in that little closed off section, they can go ahead and keep all the guns nice and safe next to the command bay. And since it's a closed off area, you'll be able to commandeer the ship. You know, all the important stuff's at the top anyway. Down here is just living space and cargo, so they're not really going to need any of that. This will go directly up. Where is that? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. This goes directly up into this companionway, which connects directly to the cockpit. The companionway will connect to this arrow, this 2x1 converter. It's over off to the left side for the door, or the right side. And then the battle stations will connect directly there on the top. Again, I'll show you the interior tour after this, so no need to worry. But that's the meat of the ship. That's the entire hab layout, okay? So let's go ahead and go back over here into this section. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a 320 CB landing gear from Deimos or the Dark Star, either or. Because if you use the Dark Star, then you can add way more cargo onto this. But I tried keeping mine at 7,970. The way that this connects is that these two hauler 10-ton cargo holds right here will connect directly to the sides of this Metallurgist aerospace piece. And then this Deimos Spine F will connect directly to the bottom of this piece right here. That's how that's connecting. And then you are also going to be snapping a one of these gears directly onto that spine, thanks to the Better Snaps mod. There is a little bit of clipping going on in there, keep that in mind, but it does slide flush with the door, so you shouldn't notice it too much. So I guess I was wrong about that. There is a little bit of clipping. I thought there was clipping in another section of the ship, but down here, there's definitely clipping going on there. So yeah, the size of this connects the hauler 10-ton cargo holds. This Deimos Spine F flipped upside down is going to be connecting to the bottom of the hab right here, and then just simply connect the landing gear to this, or vice versa. Just connect this to the bottom of that. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and grab another hauler 10-ton cargo hold, and then this Metallurgist aerospace shield generator. I wanted it to have like a pretty strong shield generator, but not like overpowered. You know, they're the Crimson Fleet, but you know, let's keep them a little nerfed. We don't need pirates getting all powerful here. Take some Nova 1050 engines. These will go directly into the back of the habs right here, like so. This piece is redundant. You do not need to use this, but there is a reactor here. As a matter of fact, I think you could probably just move this reactor here back there. Again, that's kind of a redundant piece, so you could choose to omit it, but it is there to kind of help with connecting a bunch of pieces together. But we're going to take a decorative fuser reactor and our Dark Star Singularity drive. You could just replace this with a regular grav drive. That way you're not wasting another mod slot for Dark Star. The Dark Star isn't really necessary, so you could just choose to omit that. Go ahead and grab these pieces, and these connect directly into the center right here, like so. That's how that's all connected. We're also going to be taking a flipped upside down Hope Tech Marker A Hope Tech pipes facing backwards, and a Hope Tech radiator. This little assembly going on right here. This all connects to the back right there. So the way that it works is you could just select this entire assembly like so. Get your Hope Tech radiator, that, and then this one facing downwards. The reason why I picked that was just so I can kind of make it look like it's connected like so. Because if it wasn't, then it kind of just like hovers like that, and I didn't really like that, so pieces there. Okay, that's also a redundant piece. You could choose to omit that just to save yourself some part space. Back here, there is also one of these grav boosters like I mentioned. This is just simply connecting right here in the same spot as the Hope Tech radiator. If you want to go ahead and glitch that in, just take this piece, copy it over, select it, and then when you drag it, you're going to be connecting it to that snap point right there. Like that. And once you're done, just delete this and it's stuck there. It won't count it as, oh no it will, because it's actually snapped into the back of this. So never mind. So yeah, that's how you can throw that piece in there. Now let's go ahead and keep moving up. Now we're going to grab two more of these hauler 10-ton cargo holds and this little assembly of Deimos Spine F. That's the way that it looks, okay? Grab all this. And this is connecting pretty much the exact same way as the way that we connected those bottom pieces right there. So It's going to go directly onto the top. These two cargo holds are connecting directly to the sides of this grav booster. And then these stainless spines are connecting directly onto the tops of these habs here. That's how all that's connected, okay? Over here, again, kind of a bit of a redundant piece, but it is there, just so you're aware. Let's go ahead and grab, it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, so 14 pieces. Let's go ahead and grab all this. So all of this is going to go directly onto the top right here. Like so. It starts directly right here, right above the reactor. And let me just make sure that's correct. Come on, work with me here. There you go. Believe. You are not working with me right now. Let's see if I can just move this into place. Just want to make sure the pieces are directly in line. There you go. Yeah, okay. So that is correct. So yes, you're going to take this assembly of 14 pieces. And these are the HopeTech Cap A. You're going to take all of this little assembly here and place it like so. It should be lining up with the back of this HopeTech radiator like that. So it'll go all the way up to the front, okay? Let me just grab this. I don't know how the heck that got stuck. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then these pieces right here, let me just make sure that they're actually necessary. I believe they are, just to kind of cover up a hole here. Yeah, it looks like. So you could choose to use those pieces. Again, it is a little bit redundant. Just so you can kind of save yourself some space, but it does leave a little bit of a gap there, which might be a little ugly to you. You could probably just throw in a good cargo piece in there to kind of cover up that extra space if that's going to bother you. If not, then you could just fill it up with this HopeTech pieces there. But it'll go there, right behind the battle stations, okay? Now this little spine assembly is connecting directly onto the top of right there. So if we were to move that back down like that, that space is still open because it's actually 2 slots wide. So what we're doing here is, let's grab this, all these pieces. Taking all of this, and this will snap directly should be there if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it went all the way back. Yeah, no, I went one more up. Yeah, place it right there. Okay, now that you've done that, we're going to be grabbing this little assembly here. It's the exact same mirrored part that we saw up in the back area. Right here. These 2 cargo holds are connecting directly to the sides of this companionway. And then this little spine assembly is connecting directly to the top of the hab there that you see. Let me make sure. Is this correct still? As you can see, this ship is a ton of pieces and slowing my Xbox down. Yes, that looks correct. Okay, perfect. All right, so continuing on, we're gonna go ahead and take the these two Deimos bellies that you see here. These Deimos bellies are gonna be connecting directly onto the sides of this battle stations up at the top, like that. These Hope Tech caps are also in the exact same slot. To get this to fit in there, just simply place it above, select the entire ship, and it should end up snapping directly onto where it's supposed to go, right there. Now, let me make sure this can actually connect there. I believe these pieces will be connecting directly onto the sides. That doesn't look right. Believe you're placed directly on top, right? Okay. Alright, now on the sides right here, this little section going on right here, these two little halves there, we're going to be taking a collection of multiple Slayton grav drives that we used like so. So what I did here to create this little greebling going on is that I took one of the decorative Slayton assemblies, take this, go ahead and copy it over. Now keep in mind that this particular grav drive is flipped like this. It's a bit of a horizontal oval. I bring that up because up at the fronts, these exact same grav drives are actually flipped like so. As you can see, it's not exactly perfectly even. It's actually a little bit oval shaped, so it is a little oblong in one direction. So keep that in mind. But yeah. So again, just take these Slayton grav drives, put them side by side like so, and then another set of grav drives you're gonna simply flip to face the opposite direction. Go ahead and place it like that. Once we've done this, take two of these pieces, merge them together. You now have one solid core. Go ahead and use that in one of your builds. You know, maybe you could make a giant cannon out of this thing. I thought it looked cool, so that's the reason why I used it. So, yeah, just so you're aware. So yeah, take that little assembly. And why are you not connected? There you go. Okay. So go ahead and take this assembly, and it's going to be snapping directly onto the side right there. So if we take this, let me just make sure it's level. Okay. It's now level with the build. And it's going to be attaching directly onto the side like so. You're going to go ahead and copy the exact same thing over onto the other side. Let me grab all the necessary pieces. And placing it on the opposite direction right there. Once we've done that, we're going to be grabbing our little Hope Tech pieces here. It's going to be two faced like this. And again, this is just to kind of make the ship a little bit more flat. Make it make a little bit more sense. So grab this, place it right there. And is it actually the same height? Oh, it actually was. Okay, well, go ahead and slap that in there too. There you go, boom. So yeah, that way it kind of just like rolls more into the grab drive assembly. Without it, this is the way it looks. It like, I don't know. I just don't like the way that that looks. There's that gap there, and that kind of bothered me for the build. So that was the only reason why it's there. Another redundant piece if you want to cut down on your part count. Okay. Go ahead and go to the other side, and this is the exact same assembly as on the other side. Just simply place it right there, and you're good to go. Yes, correct. Okay. Now let's go ahead and attach more. What's happening here to get this to be aligned with the engines, or the engine to align with the grav drive, because it's supposed to kind of look like a whole little assembly going on there. 3 stacked mini braces is actually the distance between the first and the second snap point there. Like this. And again, the reason why we're doing that is because this is a middle point engine, kind of like the Poseidon engines. Those engines are kind of like laid in the middle, and as you can see, it is now more aligned. If this wasn't used, these Nova mini braces, you would either be slightly below or slightly above. Slightly below actually does look a little cool, so I'm not going to lie. But for the purpose of the assembly that I had going on here, I wanted it in the middle. And also because it kind of sticks out a little bit, because we are adding a lot more extra, stuff going on here. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So yeah, that's how I attach these to be more centered with the side engines. That's the way I wanted it to look. Let's go ahead and take this and grab all these pieces. Boom, boom, boom. And bring it over to the other side. Right there. Okay. We're going to take a HopeTech Riser B, a HopeTech Marker A, and then a decorative Nautilus Tower. This snaps directly onto the top of the assembly here, the Nova mini braces. The sides here, let's go ahead and grab them, are snapping directly onto the bottom of the assembly here. Is that aligned? No, it's not. There you go. Okay. So just make sure that they snap to the bottoms of the Slayton engines, okay? So this Deimos skeg is snapping to the bottom of this one. This landing gear is snapping to the bottom of this one. And this skeg is attached to this gear here. Because if you put it higher, then it'll be a little bit off center like that. See, it doesn't really look too good. So that's why that's there, okay? Same for the other side. Just make sure it's attached to the bottom of this one, the gear attached to the bottom of this one, and then this skeg attached to the landing gear, okay? We're going to take a Nova cowling, 2 LPA, and then a Nova braking engine. They connect directly to one another, so that's how that's assembled. So let's go ahead and grab these. Attach them like so. So the way that these are actually connecting onto the ship itself is the back of the Nova cowling is connecting to the center of that Nova mini brace. That's what it's connected to, not to the Slayton engines, because again, if I were to connect it, it's going to be a little bit lower or above. So that's why it's located there in the middle. That way it's more aligned. That's the way that I wanted that little wing to look there, okay? Next, we're going to take 2 HopeTech pipes that are connecting to one another like that. Let's grab these. And these are connecting to the fronts of the grav drives there, as you can see, like that, okay? We're then going to take Deimos Wing A with a pulse laser turret and a Devastator launcher, missile launcher there, attached to the top and bottom. These are going directly onto the sides of the the habs here. That's how that's connected. That's located down there. Look at that. Nice. Okay. And then this assembly is the exact same mirrored on the top that we did in the front and the back of the ship. And again, the way that this can be all connected is that these two cargo holds, they're actual cargo holds, connecting to the sides of this captain's quarters. And then these two spine Fs are attached to the bottom of the hab above it. Okay? Alright, now on to this absolute freaking mess of a front. Now, a lot of parts can be omitted, and I am actually going to recommend a suggestion for this because this is so freaking ugly. Let's go ahead and flip this really quick. Grab us one of these Hope Tech pipes. And this pipe is connecting to the top of this Slayton decorative engine. Like so. That way, it's all connected. I hate the way that this looks like that. Because you got this little assembly going straight across, then suddenly it dips down. It looks ugly, in my opinion, so this is a fix that I would recommend. I noticed this after I uploaded, and that makes me mad, but whatever. Like that, perfect. Okay, nice. All right, now, now we're gonna have to connect all this whole freaking mess. So the way that all this is also connecting, let's go ahead and grab our actual reactor, the Darkstar Unity Core. This Unity Core is gonna be connecting right there, directly on the front. It'll be underneath the cockpit and just above the top part of this Hope Tech bay there, okay? We will also be connecting this Matilda's Aerospace 2-to-1 converter. This piece is snapping onto right here. Now, there will not be a door here. This is just mainly used to create the assembly up in the front because these two fuel tanks are one space apart. And by one space apart, I mean like this distant from each other. They're that distant from each other. So just so you're aware. But take this 2-to-1 converter and snap it right there. And then you could just snap this back by snapping it onto the top of that right there. Okay? Now, okay, this whole freaking thing. Let me see if I can figure out, because these pieces, connecting to all of that. I believe are they connected? Definitely not back there. What are they connecting to? Sorry, give me a moment here. Shit, all that's connected. I believe they're actually connected using the Nova mini bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Is that all connecting? Okay, well, first of all, These two Nova cowlings are going to get connected directly onto the sides right here and to the fronts of these halves off to the side, okay? That's going there directly. It'll clip through that. Now, what is that connected to? Believe it should be connected to... Now, is that connected? Is that right? I believe... believe they're actually connected to... Well, they're this high, so that means they're directly in the middle. Which means that it can't be there. It's connected via there. I think the way that this works is through the use of these mini bracers here. So I guess the mini bracers are actually necessary components. Yes, they are. Okay. So you're going to take basically an H assembly of Nova mini braces. There's going to be one snapping to the top of this Dark Star reactor. You're going to attach two off to the sides, and then a set of two on the tops and bottoms of those, creating a little bit of an H. Okay? Once you've done that, you're going to take these decorative Slayton grav drives, and you're going to be snapping those directly onto the top and bottom Nova mini braces here, like so. Once you've done that, you're going to take another assembly of Slayton decorative pieces here and slapping them directly onto the backs there. You're also going to be taking another set of these Nova mini braces. And these are going to be going, where is it? Yes, it should be there. So what these are snapping onto is the bottom portion right here. That is what that's snapping onto. And just simply cover it. So if you want to do it that way, you can. So just remove this. Put a Nova mini brace and then a Hope Tech marker there, and then go ahead and cover that up. It's also connected. Nice. Okay. Why is that not connected? That's weird. Why is this not connected? What the hell is going on? Okay, nice. Just making sure. All right, and then they are level. Okay, so you're also going to be taking these two Hopesec pipes, and these are snapping onto the tops. Oh, right there. Okay, I thought so. All right, nice. All right, it's starting to come together now. So yes, you're going to be snapping the top of this one onto the top of that Nova mini brace, and because they're snapped together, it'll just pop on like that. That's how that's going to end up going there. Now, what connects to these is going to be... I believe that is what that snaps onto. Okay. All right, so, and these snap onto the bottom of those. Okay. So these landing gears, just so that way they're actually level with the rest of the ship, because if it's even off by like a few inches, the game will say that the landing bay needs to be at the same level as like other gears. They can't be like offset like that. So the ends of these skegs here, this is what the assembly right here looks like. So it'll be a demo skeg facing down like this, or like in a normal configuration. Then you'll be flipping it up, I guess like that, you know? Because normally it's like this, but then just flip it this way. Then you're going to put a demo skeg A down there at the bottom, along with a gear, demo skeg B, gear, demo skeg A. Both of them are repeated on both sides. This is actually a redundant piece. You don't need that. Delete it. But that's what these two gear assemblies look like. And these are going to be attaching to the backs of this Nova mini brace. So if we were to just copy these, bring them over yonder. That's what it's connecting to, the bottom. No, that's not right. What on earth? Huh. What were they attached to? Oh, Lord. What did I attach these to? Okay, well, I guess let's just continue on with the rest of the ship for now until we figure out what the hell's going on there. These pieces, we're going to be taking, how many pieces is that? So this will be 1, 2, copy all this. Actually, let me move these really quick. These Matilda's pieces have like the worst collision, I swear. Grab that, move them out of the way. Okay, let's grab these pieces and get these out of the way for now. What's that back there? 2 more. Alright, so we have this little chunk here. This little chunk is like so. So it'll be a total of 6 on the top, flattening out like that. And then down here at the bottom with the flipped version, like so. This should be going, I believe, right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about right there, I believe. So it should go as far back as this one, attaching to the top of... Just make sure that that is actually right. What is this snapping onto? Give me 1 second. Did it actually go that far back? Uh-oh. Ah, great. What did I do? Hmm. I think I made an oopsie. As a matter of fact, I think this is too far back. Or too far forward. Hmm. Oh. Am I supposed to move these one more back? Yep. There you go. Okay. Let's move these back again. Yeah, you're supposed to go way back there. Okay. Now that that's connected on, right? Let's see. About that much further back. No, right there. Right? Ah, shit. Oops. Give me 1 second here. Get this out of the way. Okay. And how on how on God's name did I attach this ish right here? Okay, well, before I continue onward, let me just go ahead and explain the assembly up here at the front. So what's going on here is that you can go ahead and take a total of 6 of these Hope Tech caps, like so. Let's go ahead and disregard these for now. We'll go ahead and add them later, don't worry. Once you've done that, shit, I forget where it was. There you go. Okay, gonna move these again. You're going to take 6 of these, and then you are going to take 2 of these HE3 tanks. So what you could do is that if you want to get them lined up like this, you could just simply take one, copy it over like this. Let's just grab these here just for the example. Place it like so. You could double it up like that, and then just bring it in. Now you have 2 right next to each other, perfectly lined on top of each other. So anyway, take this, and we are going to place it underneath the piece here, like so. And that's how you're going to create that little assembly, okay? You are also going to be connecting everything by the bottom. So we're going to take a single skeg A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeg Bs, and then another skeg A. All this you could just simply place at the bottom of the assembly there, and that's what's going to connect to the bottom of this. Up at the front, you're just going to attach 2 more. These 2 pieces right here are going to be going directly on top of these 2 skegs here, like that. So this is actually unnecessary. We actually don't need that there, but it'll be like that, and then you just go ahead and attach the rest like this. So this one attaches to the bottom of this one. This one connects these 2 together. This one connects the grav drive and this together. The grav drive snaps onto that one. This goes here and onto the fuel tank. This one connects both of these, and then this one connects to the end of that, okay? This one is just to kind of close the gap up here at the front, like so. Just place it there, select all, grab it, and it'll snap into place. So that's how that's done. Go ahead and just bring that over here again. And then just shove this whole assembly together. And let me make sure I actually placed the Hope Tech caps on properly. I also do apologize. I will be getting off right now. I do have company right now, so should be getting here soon. Let me just finish up here. The part that I'm trying to decipher is how the hell I managed to attach the front gears. I'm honestly at a bit of a loss there. Trying to figure that out myself. I'll remove some of the pieces and probably include that later. There's so many parts that my game is lagging. So yes, this part will line up with the middle of these two tanks here. Okay. Grab all this mess. Bring it over here. It will be snapping. Come on. Is that right? That should be right. All right, and then we're gonna take Hope Tech pipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of the regular long pieces, and then an end cap. These Avon Tech cores are just snapping into the actual assembly there. That's what that's connecting to. And then that piece, what the heck is that connecting to? Oh, okay. So there's a mini brace there. Okay. So since there's a mini brace there, that's what that's connecting to. These Avon Tech pieces, they're actually snapping onto the back of this Nova mini brace, which snaps to the back of the end of this pipe assembly as well. And those markers are attached there. These decorative tanks are going to be attaching to the tops right here as well. Let's go ahead and grab all this, grab these two, and line them up to where, right there. So what is snapping essentially is the Nova mini brace should be snapping onto the top of, I believe it's one of these engines. Well, those pieces are, but not the fuel tanks for some reason. I do not know why they're not snapping. I might have moved it too far. Oh, there we go. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Nice. And then these. God, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do not remember how the heck I snapped these on. It just kind of like flowed under somehow. Huh. Let me just cancel the modification really quick. Delete all this. Get this out of the way. What is it connecting to there? Oh my god. I guess these pieces are necessary. Damn. Okay. Well, there was a Hope Tech nose piece that was attached to the sides of the captain's quarters. Um, Leave that one there off to the side because this piece is snapping onto the side of that captain's quarters. That was just so the gears themselves can actually be level with the rest of the gears because again, as you saw, it was not allowing it unless you did so. So yeah, just keep that in mind. This goes all the way back there. That connects right there. So yeah, that's essentially the build. I do apologize. This ship was a bit of a doozy. So if you got an hour to spare, then awesome. Otherwise, I do apologize that this was so long, but what can you do? Again, just slap this over here. Just get it like kind of close. Just grab the whole ship. Uh-oh. just these two, I guess. Like that. Oh, duh, I'm stupid. Cancel. Cancel. So yeah, just the front assembly, just kind of tinker with it. I do apologize that I wish it could have been a little bit better explained, but again, this ship was no easy feat, so I do apologize about that. Just grab the whole ship, just select it, just bring it over, let it connect like that, and there you go. You've got your little connection piece there. I highly recommend this. I don't like the way it looks without it, so just grab it like that, grab the whole assembly, bring it closer. Boom. And again, they're connecting to the tops of this little section there. So that's the ship. I hope you all enjoyed. That's pretty much it. Oh, let me just give you guys a quick tour of the inside before we continue. So yeah, look, this is like sticking way out of the landing pad, and I am using the Darkstar landing pad, so you can have access to the Darkstar parts. But yeah, that's how much it sticks out. Just keep that in mind when using this ship. I thought this was cool, you know, just like walking towards like the ship here. There's a little bit of a close off there. You know, you can seemed kind of cool. Just drive the little Rev 8 down there. Thought it looked pretty sick. But anyway, head in here. Here we have access to the Matildas again. I don't know if the place stores yourself thing is working or what have you, but that's not supposed to be there. You come over here. I wonder if I actually find that book and give it to her if something happens. Come over here. This is the cargo hall. There's your little docking access. Continue to come back here. Go back here to your little area back here. Climb up. This is where I made a mistake. That shouldn't be there. But anyway, you're gonna be coming from the cargo hall. Come up here to this little second deck. You'll come through here to enter the mess hall. So this is the mess hall here, and there will be access to 2 rooms. The room over here, which will be one of the all-in-one berths for some of your crew. Little place for everyone to sleep. Come over this way. There will be another all-in-one. You could probably swap this out for something else in case you want. Again, all the habs are swappable, so don't feel inclined to use it exactly up to spec. Over here, just little meeting area. Come directly over to this way, and this is where the captain will sleep. This is around little personal quarters. You would come over here, climb up this ladder here, and this is one of the companionways. You're going to be entering the engineering bay. Wow. Going over here will let you access the engineering bay A, which again, I like using these parts. I think they're cool even though they're useless. Come over here to access your computer core. Again, I like these habs. I think they're super cool even though they're useless. Come over yonder. Through these doors, you will come across the brig. This is where they'll keep everyone, you know, this is where keep them all locked up. You would come through here, and this is where most of the main ship is. So you'd come over here to access the armory. To, you know, you caught a few people, took their guns, and throw it back in there. Nice. And since this is a locked area, they won't be able to get in. They're kind of just stuck in there. The other door could just lock up too. Headcanon, right? Come up here. This is where the cabin will be. Again, this is going to be glitched, as you can see. Oh god, it's ugly as hell. But yeah, you're not going to be flying first person in this ship, so just keep that in mind. Come over here. And in this little area, we have the connection over into the battle stations. Now this is why the ship was meant to be flown in third person. I kind of just figured this is how they're flying the ship. You know, there's sensors on board and stuff like that to keep the ship flying, but you would be flying up here in the front. And yeah, that's the ship there. So thank you for watching this entire mess. You know what? Let's just take it for a quick spin. Company's still not here yet, so we could go kill something real quick.